good morning, good afternoon, whichever time you are viewing this video. Today we're going to talk about how to find the area of a parallelogram and a trapezoid. So today we're going to start with the area of a parallelogram. So a parallelogram, if you remember, looks like a square or a rectangle, and it's kind of slanted. Okay. So that would be a parallelogram. It's not the perfect one, but you get the picture. Okay, so to find the area of a parallelogram is very similar to finding an area of a square or a rectangle, right? So our formula is area equals base times height, right? So in my example here, we have our base, which is right here. But then how can you find the height if your sides are slanted? What you would do is you go right here in the corner, draw a line, and make a right angle. Okay, now you have your height. So now this is your height right here. So our base is 18 inches and our height is 24 inches. So what we would do is just multiply them together to get 432 square inches. Okay, so we're going to do an example together. All right, so for this example, we have our base of 8 millimeters and our height of 3 millimeters. Okay, so then we would just multiply our base and our height together to get 24 millimeters squared, and that would be our area. Okay, when writing your answer out for area, make sure that you are always doing the squared. So you could write it out like how I did with the 2 as the exponent over there, or you can write it out like using the word square and then millimeter. Well, you get the idea. It doesn't want to do an S. There we go. So you can write it this way or this way. All right, let's do another example. So here we have this parallelogram. So let's find our information. So we need our base, which is 9 centimeters because the base always goes this way, right? Or this way. It's basically the length of the parallelogram. So we have 9 centimeters. Our height, remember height goes up and down, so that's 2 centimeters. We're going to multiply that together. We're going to get 18 square centimeters, and that's your area. Okay, it's pretty simple. So now we're going to move on to area of trapezoid. Make room here. All right, so our area of trapezoid has a few more steps to it. And it's very similar to how we found the area of a triangle. If you remember, we had to do, for a triangle, it was area equals half times base times height. So this is very similar to that, okay? So in an area of trapezoid, it is area equals half times height times base 1 plus base 2 in parentheses, okay? So remember our order of operations when we are doing this. You are going to first add your base 1 and base 2 together. So here in this example, our base 1 and base 2 is right here, and it's 13 kilometers and 7 kilometers. So you're going to add that together, 13 plus 7, okay, and you get 13 plus 7, you'll get 20. Okay, now you're going to multiply that 20 by 14. Okay, then, which you get 280. Then you take that 280, and since you're doing half, you're going to divide that by 2, which is going to get you, right, 140, as you can see. Okay. And then that's it. And then your area then becomes 140 square kilometers. Okay, so let's do an example. So here I have a trapezoid. So this would be base 1, base 2. So we're going to add base 1, 2 kilometers. Base 2 is 1. Kilometers. Okay, so we're going to add those together, and you get 3 kilometers. Okay, and then our height is 8. So you're going to multiply 3 times 8, which is 24. And you take that 24 and you're going to divide it by 2. Okay, so 24 divided by 2 is 12. So your answer is 12 square kilometers. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, so here we have this example of this trapezoid. Our base 1 is 6 centimeters. Base 2 is 8 centimeters. It doesn't matter which one you choose as base 1 and which one you choose as base 2, as long as you add them together. Okay, so then we get, for a total base of 14 centimeters, which you're then going to multiply by 5. Okay, so 14 times 5, right? So we're going to do our 14 times 5, which is 70. Okay, you can take 70 and you're going to divide that by 2, and you should get 35, right? Yep. So we get 35. So our answer for the trapezoid would be 35 centimeters squared. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And that's what you're doing today. You're going to be working on finding your areas of parallelograms and trapezoids, right? And in the assignment, I do have these in there and an example on how do you do it as well. So that way it kind of helps walk you through how to do this. Okay. It's a short assignment. You have 6 problems, 6 or 8 problems. So it's very short. And I think you'll find it pretty easy. Okay. But it does rely on you knowing how to do your multiplication facts, right? The assignment's in Nearpod and you do need to show your work. So you'll be able to write on the slides. All right. If you have any questions or need help, just let me know. I will have a Zoom session open at 11:30 for you to come in and ask questions, or we can work through the assignment together. Okay. Have a good day.